Yeah. So I finally watched Mother's Spaghetti on YouTube, and I have a lot to say. A lot. Welcome back to another My Nollytube Diaries, a series where I talk about Nollywood movies I find on YouTube, and we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the ones that make me go and the one that makes me go This one, this one made me go because I don't know if this was a romance story for me or if it was a trigger. Don't get me wrong. It was actually a nice movie. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed how do I even call it? The authentication of the movie. I mean, who doesn't like good things? But let's not sweep some things under the rug. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephants in the room. So, Mother's Bargain, if you haven't watched it, is a movie about how like put it now? A movie about the greed of a mother. That's just how I can put it. The greed of a mother. But it's just more than the greed of a mother. It's a whole lot more. And I feel like we need to talk about it. First of all, the age gap. Okay, I can understand. Emekike is a zaddy. Let's get that right. Yeah, he's a zaddy. He's a sugar daddy vibe. So I think maybe I had a problem with this movie because it triggered me. It triggered me a lot. I was triggered. I was like, triggered. As someone who lives in Abuja, you can understand how triggered I am. How triggered I am of that movie. But that's biting me because let's get into the story. So it so happens the name of the lady, the main character of the movie is Adaora, also known as Adorable. So Adora is just a young girl. I mean, she's just someone who is trying to navigate life. I mean, she's just 23 years old. Get that? She's just 23 years old. So I think she went shopping with her mom. Let me just give you the premise of the movie. She went shopping with her mom, and that was how she met this Chief Coker. So Chief Coker saw her in the car and called her like, "Oh, how you doing? You're so beautiful." That part alone triggered me. But I don't know why it's triggering me, but you get what I'm saying if you're watching the movie. So, and she was like, "Oh, okay, hi, that. She was not interested. She was so polite that, yeah, she's fine, trying to sway him the other side, like, I understand adorable when Adora, adorable, Adora. Anyhow, you get to know what I call Adora. So she was like, okay, from nowhere her mother came. She's fine, no. I mean, she saw big cow, of course. She was enticed, and she introduced her daughter to Chief Coker. Her daughter didn't want to say her name. She gave all the details she needed to give to this Chief Coker, and that was it. She collected his number, she collected the card. And that was the beginning of my pain with this movie. The mother was doing a whole lot. I mean, she was doing a whole lot. And it's not as if, I don't know, maybe because I'm someone who is just contented with what I am, or if I pride myself with contentment. Don't get me wrong, I love the good things of life. I love luxury. If it comes, it comes. But there are just some things that I look at and I'm like, it's not worth it. So this woman kept doing a lot of things. I mean, she invited to come to the house without her daughter's knowledge. All these things without her daughter's knowledge. And mind you, her daughter was in a serious relationship with another young guy. I mean, looking at it on the surface, the guy is well to do. He was okay. And this was somebody more happy. This was somebody that she really loved. And the guy loved her. But the mother was just someone who was enticed by the money. And she had a daughter for bargain. And that is the premise of what the movie is all about. So now, and what get me was, there was just some sneaky things that Chief Coker did. But I know that within me, or within us as viewers, we know that Chief Coker did it. But like, the movie just say, let's cover it up. You know. If you know, I mean. And yes, they were going well. She was pushing back. Chief Coker was like, he's a patient man. He will wait. I mean, the girl was not interested in her movies. She bought a car for her. She early visit, he came to visit this woman, the mother, he gave 1 million. As in, I can't even understand it. You're buying affection. I mean, this is someone, Spoker, who was older than her own mother. You did not go for the mother. I get. You saw a beautiful girl. You say you want to see. Allow me. This movie triggered me a lot. This is someone, you're chasing a lady whose mother you are older than, if not by 15 to 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, 20 years. So guess how old how many years he used to senior Adaora? Almost 40 years. Because Chief Coker is 60 something years or 60, I don't know, but that's what it is. And the young girl is just 23 years old. And it's not as if the girl is interested, you understand, the ladies, marry for money, no, the girl say, I don't want. I don't need it. And you just keep saying you're a patient man, you're a patient man, you're a patient. And he kept doing some triggering things, like some things that just icked me because who cannot see Chief Coker's hand written all over what happened? So let me tell you what happened, because I don't want to spoil you, but don't spoil me, don't watch me. But you need to watch me because I'm not doing it. I'm just here to rant. And this is what we're talking about, my diary. Talking about all the things that made me angry. So, it so happens that her so-called boyfriend, because they actually got engaged and she was telling Chief Coker, like, she's engaged. She doesn't want anything to do with this guy. She doesn't want. She's engaged. All of a sudden, EFCC, Interpol, which of them came and arrested the guy. Couldn't find the guy was into fraud. Yes, he was into fraud. And he was being secretive. He was talking about the pressure of how, you have a young lady who was willing to work it out with you or maybe to build with you. And he was just, I don't know how to put the also relationship with Adorable and her boyfriend or her fiancé there. So I think she was, they said the bill about 15 million naira. Of course, Chief Coker helped, he was trying to be the nice guy or the good man. He was, because according to her, okay, after they arrested the guy, so to say, she was so heartbroken, she went to see him and ask him why would, they had the future together. She had to beg Chief Coker, Chief Coker was cokering. He was really doing his work as someone who has influence and affluence. I have a thing with rich men. Yeah, they trigger me a lot. They're very triggering. Don't get me wrong, that of course who doesn't want a rich people in their life, but people like that, they trigger the hell out of me. And I don't know if it was a making case acting or if it was just the way he interpreted the character, but okay. Yeah, this one hits close to home. Ew. So yes, after her boyfriend, Chief Coker helped her boyfriend leave the ASST custody. She's still heartbroken about the lies, the deception from her boyfriend, and she was so heartbroken. Me thinking that, okay, this guy is going to man up, he's going to, find things to do, start on a clean slate, because I think Adaora was really in love with him, and she really wanted, okay, let's see how we can work this out. I don't think that she was going to go back to him. She was still putting on the engagement ring they had. This Oga went to go and meet her. Apologize, that kind of thing, to help her tell Chief Coker that he's grateful. This guy had the cost.
See, now you're the chief, babe. Help me ask for money from him, please. Rubbing head. Look, I get this.
He should go and beg Chief Coker to give him a walk in his life. I was not even mad at that though. It was him insinuating, I should not become Oga wife now. I'm like, hey, God, this is supposed to be a woman you're supposed to get married to. That you're kind of ushering her off so that you can use the influence she has on Chief Coker to give you a job. She must still catch up. He still collected the engagement ring he bought for her because he needed the money to start life anew. I'm not faulting him on that, but my God, have some shame, have some dignity left in you. And I love that she she cut the hell out of, like, she cut him off after that. I was like, you know what? I think Adora was like one of my favorite characters because in as much as at the end, she was like, I mean, I wouldn't even blame her that she did what she did at the end of the movie, but like, she stood her ground 10 times. Like, she was not backing out with whatever she wanted. But as time went on, Chikuka was still a constant in their life. He kept showering her with gifts. He kept being there. Like, I mean, when he said he was a patient man, I've never seen that kind of patience. But like, I mean, he had an end goal, and the mother was still cuddling. Mother was still involved in. The mother irritated me so well. So finally, with all the pressure, she finally got married to Chief Cook. She became the wife of Chief Cook, and it seemed to not be enough for her mother. Her mother was just all over the place. And you know what got me? Was the fact that the mother's greed. With all the affluence and money and power that Chief Coker had, you thought you could actually kill him and go scot-free. I knew she would have succeeded. But like, fear don't catch you. In the same house that your daughter was. I mean, was she thinking that the house was not, there was no video or CCTV? This is someone who's powerful. Like, of course, he would have videos to monitor everyone's movement. Like, rich people do rich shit. And what were you thinking? You're just going to walk in there, kill him so your daughter could have all the money. I mean, granted, he was not even, I don't think he was ready to give Adora the word. So, like, I don't know why she was still so greedy about the whole thing. Like, how much do you want to get? And for a daughter that doesn't even want it all, I didn't get her at all. But still, the way she died, it had Chief Coker's hand written all over it. I just love that the movie did not explicitly tell us that Chief Coker was the one that did it, but we all knew. Like, we the viewers know that Chief Coker's hand was it. This was not a coincidence or, life just trying to be life. No, this was Chief Coker hands. He was the the master manipulator in that movie. Like, he manipulated things to fit him. And all of a sudden, her mother died out of an overdose. Of what? It was a one that was not sick, but like, when I heard that mother was dead, the opposite of like, I laughed out so loud because who do you think you are to kill a man that was spending lots of money on you for your daughter? How greedy can you be? So she died. And you can imagine, Adora, of course, she's all alone. She's all alone in the world. Her mother is dead. The person she loved betrayed her. And she was in a relationship or she was married to a man she did not care for. Like, what the hell was that? And then, I don't think she even had friends. She didn't even have friends. I think she was just such a lonely, she was, cordial with people, but I don't think she had this close relationship with anybody. It was just her and mother against the world. I mean, but I appreciated her God.
All this was my mother's idea. She's no more.
Mother is no longer here with me, and I was just pushing through because of her. Just let me go. Allow me to. Let me be. Fear catch me because, for someone who was able to do all those things he did, I was too scared for her life. Or like, now that they've not tell us though, but me, I knew that his hand was involved. I was happy this would know really do this guy anything know. Oh, thank God. She left quietly, divorce papers. Of course, she was bored. I mean, this man has manipulated his life in you. At this point, it was not love, it was Stockholm syndrome. This was not romance. I don't think it was. It was Stockholm syndrome. Because my baby girl went back to him. She could not live without him. And I was like, this movie is not a romance movie. Because the way it was marketed for me, or the way it was edited, sorry, because I watched a lot of YouTube edit because I'm a movie freak. So that was how I got to, this movie is actually interesting. Let me go watch it. So it was more like, this age gap, taboo, love taboo. I know we have a lot of controversies concerning age gap, especially between men and women, because of the power gaps and the power, the dynamics within age gap relationships. And don't get me wrong, the grandma was showing, it was there. These are the reasons why we don't move into relationship. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's like, I love that it played out that way. You know, for people that don't have eyes to see the problem with this movie or to learn the lesson from this movie, I pity you. I really do pity you because it was really triggering for me. I was triggered. I was like, but, and the thing is that I feel like don't know about that. Personally, I don't think I'm comfortable being with someone who has that so much power over me, especially from such an affluent family. You know, we have this money, and then from me, from my humble background, I don't understand. It's sweet to watch movies or it's sweet to read in the books. You know, billionaire meets normal girl. I love, I will eat that thing up. I will eat it up. But on a personal reality, like me, personally, I don't deal with it because I'm someone who has a big ego. I am very, I have pride. I'm proud. And I cannot allow people to take control of my life. I'm someone who pride myself in believing that I'm independent. Like I'm someone who lives on their own rules. You cannot use your money or use your affluence to determine how my life is going to be or to disrespect me or my family. I don't deal with that. You cannot say I did this for you. No, I like to think that I did it for myself. You know, that kind of thing because human beings, they're nasty and yeah, I've experienced some kind of things like that and yeah, mm, I don't do that. It's better, you know, we meet on that kind of level, you know. I'm not ready to build with anybody, but like, let's build ourselves separately and then we'll meet on that level where I'm comfortable that, okay, we can have conversation on how things are to run. We can have, conversation. We can discuss our finances. We can say, okay, what in business we can invest in. You know, we're on the same path, we're on the same level. We can know ourselves and get to know ourselves. You cannot just throw me money and then send me money and then send me to party when you don't want. No, I don't do that shit. I don't. So like, it's that by the way, it's digressing. So yeah, that's the movie. The movie is actually interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's just that personally for me, it's triggering. It's not a romance movie. I don't know who said it's a romance. It is not a romance movie. It is just a movie that you're supposed to learn lesson from. The lesson is inside it. You just have to look at it and know, okay. But I mean, people who love the movie, you know, want to marry a rich man. Who doesn't want to marry a rich man? But, you know, the duplication of everything. But like, yeah, that movie. But if you want to watch it, Mother's Bargain, go watch it on YouTube. Like I said, YouTube is such a peaceful platform. And yeah, there are more movies that came out on YouTube that I need to watch. I've seen edits of them. I've seen, you know, the open of my For You page. I was like, okay, I have lots of things to watch and talk about on my Nollytube series. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, like this video, and if you want to see more of this video on my YouTube series, on this YouTube series, definitely subscribe because there'll be more coming out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!